Imagine walking into a bank, not to deposit cash, but to tunnel your way out with a fortune. The 1971 Baker Street robbery was just that, a daring heist where thieves burrowed under a London bank to loot its vault. The masterminds behind this operation were no ordinary thieves. They were clever, meticulous, and had a solid understanding of the bank's structure and security. But here's the catch. They didn't just wake up one day and decide to rob a bank. It's believed that the idea was born out of a chance encounter between the gang's leader, Amelia, and a bank employee who inadvertently spilled the beans about the bank's lax security. This conversation sparked a plan that would take months to execute. The gang rented a leather goods shop near the bank, pretending to be legitimate businessmen. From this shop, they began digging a 40-foot tunnel that would lead them directly under the bank's vault. The tunnel was carefully constructed to avoid detection, with the gang using wooden props to support the earth above. They worked tirelessly, often in shifts, to complete the tunnel. But tunneling under a bank isn't as simple as digging a hole in your backyard. The gang had to deal with the hard, damp London clay, which made every inch of progress a grueling task. They used pickaxes, shovels, and even a DIY pneumatic drill to break through the clay. As they dug, they had to remove the dirt and debris without arousing suspicion. They used a system of pulleys and baskets to haul the dirt out of the tunnel and into the shop, where it was discreetly disposed of. It's estimated that they removed over 20 tons of soil during the excavation. The tunnel was just the beginning. The real challenge was breaking into the vault. The gang knew that the vault was protected by a state-of-the-art safe, one that would require specialized tools to crack. They spent weeks gathering the right equipment, including a thermal lance that could cut through the safe's thick metal. Finally, on the night of September 11, 1971, the gang put their plan into action. They made their way through the tunnel and began cutting into the vault using the thermal lance. The noise was deafening, but they worked quickly, knowing that time was of the essence. As they broke into the vault, they were met with a treasure trove of cash, jewels, and valuables. The loot was staggering, with estimates suggesting that they made off with around £3 million, the equivalent of over £40 million today. But here's the wild part. They didn't just steal money. The gang also stole compromising photos and documents, which they later used to blackmail some of the bank's more discreet clients. This added a layer of complexity to the heist, as the gang had to navigate the delicate world of high-stakes blackmail. As news of the robbery spread, the police were left scrambling to catch the culprits. They launched a massive investigation, following a trail of clues that led them from the bank to the leather goods shop. But the gang had covered their tracks well, leaving behind few leads. The case became infamous, with the media dubbing it the banker's draft robbery. The public was fascinated by the daring heist and the gang's bravery and ingenuity. But as the days turned into weeks, the gang began to disappear, one by one, into the shadows. Some were caught and brought to justice, while others managed to evade capture and start new lives. The mastermind behind the operation, Amelia, was never caught, and his whereabouts remain a mystery to this day. But here's the surprising part. The robbery had a profound impact on bank security. Banks around the world took notice of the Baker Street robbery and began to upgrade their security measures. Vaults were reinforced, alarms were installed, and staff were trained to recognize potential threats. The robbery had inadvertently improved the safety of the banking system. The 1971 Baker Street robbery will go down in history as one of the most daring heists of all time. It was a testament to human ingenuity and the power of meticulous planning. And who knows, maybe the next big heist is just around the corner, waiting to be pulled off by a group of clever thieves. The Baker Street robbery was a wake-up call for the banking industry, a reminder that even the most secure systems can be vulnerable to attack. As we look back on this incredible story, we're reminded that in the world of finance, nothing is ever completely safe. So, stay vigilant and keep your wits about you. You never know when you might need to outsmart a thief. Thanks for joining me on this journey into the world of high-stakes heists and clever thieves. If you want to learn more about the fascinating world of finance and true crime, be sure to subscribe to our channel for more money tips and thrilling stories.